Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Today we're going to take a quick look at Bitcoin and have a look at what's going on, which is not so much. We are pretty much range bound for the current time and using this level here as support. So this is a weekly time frame and we zoomed right out. I just want to get a better perspective of things and look where we are compared to where we've been in the past. So 2017 pump back here. The market did a full retracement. It dropped to around 70-80%. And then it had another peak back in 2019. And then pretty much from that COVID dump that we had in March 2020, the markets have been pretty much up. If you look at Redwick there, that's when COVID-19 got announced for lockdowns. The whole world went into lockdown and the markets then started to rally. We went on to create some new all-time highs in April 21, up at 64k. Did quite a substantial retracement from the highs there to the lows, 54%, and then we pushed back up and then we created a new high up at $69,000. Price action since then has been pretty much mundane, downward pressure. We dropped a complete 42% from highs to the lows. Zooming in to see what's going on though, just on the daily time frame first, you can see that we are now pretty much using this weekly support level as the area where all the trading is happening. It is a key fundamental area, this, because look at the past. Back at the beginning of this last year, January 2021, we did reject off that area. On the way back down, we did lose that level. We come back, we try and reclaim it, but it failed. We rejected again and blasted through. And then ever since that, it has been support. We've had a few daily closures below it, but nothing too major. On that major drop that we had back in December 4th, it was a wick straight down, and then it bounced back up. And I remember people saying it's going to bounce from here, but the likely is when you get a major wick like that, you always come down and backfill those orders that didn't get taken out. So since then, it has been pretty much market down, and even though we have managed to stay afloat and stay back above this level, the rest of the market has been not the best. Some altcoins have really suffered. Ethereum as well kind of suffered, but it still doesn't look too bad if you zoom out. I mean, look at that on the daily time frame. You can see that it's still in a clear uptrend from there, so nothing to worry about in terms of Ethereum. But back to BTC, I think personally that we do bounce from here at some stage whenever the market is ready. I think it's just been currently a cascade of liquidations to the upside and to the downside. Every time we start to get some major growth up, we get some major selling action, and vice versa. Whenever we get major selling action, confirmed by those wicks, everything just seems to get bought up. And if you disregard that wick there, you could say we are starting to form a little bit of a trend there. It's nothing to get too excited about, but it's a potential trend there that we are starting to form. The RSI is fairly low, it's at 37% on the daily time frame. And yeah, things aren't looking too bad for me. There's a lot of calls for 32k, 33k, which wouldn't surprise me, but I don't think we're going to get down there. It's quite a big area here over liquidity. If you look at all this area here, back in January, that's when we formed the base to the next leg up. Then back in July, we dropped off and we formed another base before that next leg up. Who's to say we're not going to drop back down here, form another base, third time look at push to the upside? I'm still, like I say, more in favour of a push from here because it is a key solid fundamental level of that 42k. We have bounced off it multiple times, and I think it will happen again. A few people on my Twitter have been calling for 20k when I think, why would he call for 20k? Do people really think it's going to come back down and retest this level down here? If we did drop to there as a retest of that 2017 all-time high, I think we would be taking 3 steps backwards there, to be honest, and I can't see that. From current prices, that will be another, you're talking another 51% drop. And from the very highs, I mean, from the very highs to the 20k, you're talking a 70% drop there. And I think that's bear market material. And I don't think we're quite there for bear market. I think we've got potentially another 3 to 6 months of major bullish price action before we do start to dwindle and start to lose some ground. But personally, I don't think we'll visit 20k again. I think once we do start pushing up, potentially up to that 90, 100k mark, I think the bottom probably will be another retest at 42k point, maybe at some point in history. Whether it happens or whether it's not, we just have to play it by ear and just monitor what goes on. One key point to note, the moving average 200 on my daily time frame is an area we need to get back above. As you can see, prior to the March dump, we was above it, and then we reclaimed it, and we've been all the way above it for quite a while. We did get a drop. I think to regain some bullish price action, we do need to claim that moving average 200 back up. So you're talking, really we need some candles back up towards 48, 50k around there, get some closures, flip that to support, and then go on and targets in the all-time highs. But just be wary, like I say, bullish and bearish perspectives of that. We could have a retest of this 35 to 33k region, and that could be a potential wick down, but we've already done it before. I mean, that in reality could form a head and shoulders pattern. So we've got left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and then a drop, a retest of that 30k region to form that base to then push to the upside. So that is the bearish scenario. That is my major bearish scenario. I don't think it will happen, but I can't see it going any lower than that. And if we did drop to there, then I think I would be buying as much as I possibly could. Be Radiant Sofa. So that's the analysis on Bitcoin. I mean, I'm not going to give any price predictions because predictions are pretty much shit, really. I mean, if you're going from the very previous highs here, in terms of Fibonacci, you can look at some extensions, potential target 87, and that was my price prediction for last year. It didn't happen, did it? It didn't materialize, and although things are looking good here, and I thought a price action was going to continue, it didn't quite make it. That's not to say that price prediction will not come in this year or next year, but we just need to be a little bit more conservative with these estimates and take the price for what is and just monitor on a day-to-day basis. So, thoughts on Bitcoin? I am more in favour of bulls, just due to the fact that bulls are accumulating, or I should say whales are accumulating. If we look on here, this is one of the whale address wallets. Let's have a look today. The last time we accumulated one was 14, so you're talking 3 days ago now, 145 BTC, 340. So you can see all these buys ever since pretty much the beginning of January, really. The whales have been accumulating. This is whale wallet number 3, I believe. So if you want to check out whale wallets, go into bitinfocharts.com, then /Bitcoin/addresses, and you'll be able to see all the whale wallets. As you can see, there's not much accumulation below, but then you're going up towards this year, and there's heavy accumulation there. So that's a bullish sign for me. When the big players are accumulating, it is a good sign to load. Potentially the price could keep dropping, and they're going to just keep dollar cost averaging down. But when whales are buying, really, it's a good time to buy from me. So that's my thoughts on Bitcoin today. I'm expecting a push, really. And the first major level of resistance is here, 46,200. It is a solid daily level, which we use as support here. And support all the way through. We've had a few weeks bounce off it to a T. So that's the first area I really want to target. Once we do manage to get there, flip back to support, and then we can go on and target that 200 daily moving average. That's going to do it for today. If you are looking for a little bit of extra content, this is my Discord server. Got a hell of a lot going on down the left hand side. We've got a trading academy that's been built out with lessons, tutorials, anything you want to find out about in crypto. We've got a section for it in here. So you'll find that link. It's part of a Patreon. It is a paid option, but it's just extra content there. It's not much. So go and check that out. That's it for today. I'll catch you next time.